Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa. If you are new here, your favorite problematic housewife. Today we're going to be talking about Alicia Dougherty and the Dougherty Dozen. Alicia actually recently made a statement and has spoke up a little bit about what's going on with the bio mom situation, and I thought it was very interesting, and I want to kind of update you guys and go over some of the stuff that she said and talk a little bit about Alicia not showing her kids as much and what some people are saying about that also. So let's just get right into it. So we're going to go over some of the statements Alicia recently made regarding the situation, and I also have some thoughts on some of the other stuff I have been hearing people say, like she should take all of her videos down with the other kids. I have some thoughts about that. I have some thoughts about her not showing the kids as much anymore, but people are saying that she's like still showing them on TikTok. So I have a lot of thoughts. How many times am I going to say thoughts? Okay, let's just start with her statement that she made. So Cursed Eye actually put up a video and she kind of showed what the bio mom was doing on Facebook. It looks like the video is down. I haven't had a chance to ask her, but maybe she took it down for whatever reason. I understand because it does have to do with the bio mom and her Facebook and stuff. So maybe she just didn't want to keep it up, which I completely get. But in that video, Alicia actually commented and she had some stuff to say. So let's go over her comments. And she also left a comment somewhere else, and we're going to go over that one too. So I thought her comment was very interesting. She said, just to clear something up, I am still allowed to post them on our social media if they want to join our videos. It was agreed upon in court 11 months ago by the judge with myself, mom, dad, and CPS. I have not been told otherwise by anyone. Telling Reddit doesn't make it a thing. She has the ability to move the kids if she truly does not want them living here. She can find them a different resource placement. That's not happened. So a couple things interesting about this statement from Alicia. She is saying that it was agreed upon in court by her, the judge, the dad, and the mom. If you remember when the bio dad was being brought up way before the bio mom was involved, he was telling these creators that he had no idea of the kinship arrangement. He didn't even know that they were with Alicia. Yes, he said that. And he also said he had no idea they were on social media or on videos. So I tend to believe Alicia. The bio mom also was acting like she didn't know anything. I mean, she was posting all over her Facebook, sharing Alicia's videos and thanking her for getting her kids iPads and all this stuff. She was very aware. She was very aware. Okay. So I tend to believe Alicia in this because it just doesn't make sense why she would directly violate court orders when she is taking care of these kids. It just doesn't make any sense to just openly violate this if she's not allowed to do it. So I tend to believe her on that one. Also, the last part of that comment is very interesting. She is saying that if the bio mom wanted the kids out of there, she could find them a different resource placement. Now that's interesting because the bio mom was claiming that she needed all these creators' help to get them out of Alicia's house, and she even needed a lawyer to get them out of the house and put somewhere else. Clearly that was not true. Clearly she hasn't had them removed and put into a different place. So obviously bio mom's been telling some lies. And again, I tend to believe Alicia on that one. That's just my opinion. Obviously, it's like he said, she said with what the bio mom's saying, what Alicia's saying. But, I mean, Alicia is a very well-versed in the foster care system and the court system with all the kids that she's fostered and adopted over the years. So I tend to think that she knows what she's talking about. I think it's pretty obvious at this point that the only reason that the bio mom even went to these creators and did this on YouTube was to get, like attention, to get people on her side against Alicia to possibly get money. I mean, she did ask for a 20% down payment on a modular home. And she's claiming she needs that home to secure placement in May. I don't really believe that. I do not think that she's just going to magically get all the kids back in May. Even if she's had clean drug tests and stuff, I tend to think they're probably going to want to see more of a long-term effort from the bio mom, you know, because of everything that's happened. And again, like I said in my other videos, they're going to be looking at her behavior, because I do know all of the stuff that she's been doing is being documented, and it really sucks that she was so reactionary and reckless with this situation, because you cannot take that back. Once you are making videos and leaving comments, and that shit is on the internet forever, it is screenshotted and it will be shown to the judge. And I hope that Biomom is listening when I say this. These people do not give a flying fuck about you, girl. They don't care about you. They don't care about you getting your kids back. They don't care what's best for your kids. All they care about is making Alicia look bad and making it seem like they are righteous in their cause against, you know, the fight against exploitation. So then Cursed Eye responds and says, "Thank you for clearing the air. Is it something you want? A lot of noise was made about you and Josh callously kicking them out, ignoring your social media platform. Do you want them out?" And Alicia responded, "I shifted my content in the new year away from the kids to just me being a mom. Everyone is dragging up videos from 3 years ago as if I posted them today. I have some thoughts about that. My social media has evolved as I learn and grow. I've apologized to people in my life who I owe an apology. There's no need to rehash videos from the past. We've moved on from them. NND will stay here. We are not kicking them out. They wish to live with us, and the court will most likely honor that. We love them and want them to be able to have the happy childhood they deserve. Well, what's left of it?" So I have some thoughts. There was a lot of talk, and Shawna exposed text messages claiming that once she didn't want her kids on YouTube, you know, but let's remember she said that after Alicia told her no food and money, okay? That Alicia was like, well, they're just going to have to get out and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I think that, first of all, we don't know the entire context of that text conversation, assuming it's true. If it's true, we don't even know whether it's true. But say their conversation is true. Clearly, there were text messages left out of that few screenshots that Shawna posted. And even if it were true, everybody was kind of demonizing Alicia for saying, like, if the kids aren't going to be a part of it, then they'll have to go somewhere else. I just don't think that what was said in that conversation is what it appears to be. Like, you have to remember that Alicia has been dealing with this bio mom for a year, okay? And going back and forth with her. If she doesn't get her way, she gets upset, clearly, and she demands that the kids are off. Even though when she's happy, it's all fine, and Alicia's the best thing since sliced bread, and her kids are getting all this stuff. And then when she's pissed and not getting her way, she's using the kids as leverage against Alicia. And, you know, the bio mom did try to kidnap the children in the middle of the night. She's doing this and that. And even before she was on YouTube, she was doing a whole bunch of shit on Facebook. Comments and everything. Even her own husband told her to shut up. So, if that conversation is true, okay, I have no idea of knowing it is, but just think, like, it could be a combination of things. I don't think it's as simple as you don't want your kids in videos, so they have to get out. If Alicia did feel that way at the time, it could have been a combination of just being over the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like dealing with the bio mom. She has 10 other kids to think about. And yes, whether you guys like it or not, social media is her career. That is her career. And Shawna is like trying to get in the way of that and mess with it when she has 10 other mouths to feed. And I'm sure the whole thing just dealing with her has been exhausting. So you just give Alicia some grace in that situation. She is not some evil, callous bitch that doesn't care about the kids and will just toss them aside if they can't be on her social media. That's just highly unlikely that that's the case. So I just want to put that out there. And Biomom cannot use the kids as a way to get what she wants and use them against Alicia when Alicia is telling her no. That's not okay either. I don't care what Alicia's response was. Biomom even doing that in the first place is wrong. Also, the comment she made about people bringing up videos from 3 years ago. People do that all the time. They are digging and digging through her past content and putting videos and clips up of her and things she's doing with her kids from years ago. And she's like, we moved on from that. I have shifted my content. And yes, she has. And for the longest time, people were still bringing up like oversharing medical info and all this stuff that she had stopped doing. And they would literally be bringing up these clips of past content and saying that Alicia needs to stop. And channels like DCP and Brit have yet to acknowledge the fact that Alicia has severely like cut down how much information she shares about the kids. Brit will not even give Alicia like 1 ounce of credit. She has not said at all like that Alicia has calmed down. Like even Ammy Robinson agreed that Alicia has not been sharing as much personal information. And when people are taking old clips from years ago and recirculating them to make it seem like Alicia is still doing these things, that is dishonest, it's manipulative, you're misleading people, and it's just another example of the anti-mommy vlogger community like lying and deceiving people to fit their fucking narrative and agenda. And it's just so old at this point. Another thing I wanted to bring up is Ammy Robinson mentioned it in her video. I will leave her video down below so you guys can go check it out. But a lot of people are saying like if you are not doing this anymore with your kids, you should remove your old content, which I can understand that thought process. But also I want to point out that if Alicia were to remove that old content, so many channels have uploaded that all over the internet. So even if Alicia removed every single video that you guys saw as problematic, a lot of you guys have it on your channels. Are all of you going to remove it too? Is Mastermind Clips and Josh and Britt and all the people that have re-uploaded the clips of her and her family, are you guys also going to take that content down? Because you cannot say that Alicia needs to do it if you guys aren't willing to take down all of your videos. Alicia can take down all the videos in the world, but the fact that other creators have uploaded the stuff that they deem as problematic and want her to remove it makes no sense. And this brings up an issue that my friend Melissa brought up a long time ago. She was like, at any point, Alicia can decide to remove any videos she wants. Like if her kids get older and say, I don't want to be on your channel anymore, I'm old enough, like I don't want my videos, Alicia can take those down. But what she can't take down is all of your videos of those children. All the clips that you have of them, you would also have to take them down, and Alicia can't control that. And you guys are saying her content is so problematic, she can easily remove her videos if she needs to. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, she should never have put it up there in the first place. It doesn't matter. You have it up there. Alicia can remove every single video talking about her kids' diagnosis and clips of them and this and that. But channels like Brit, who have repeated those diagnoses, channels like Brit who have shown clips that were not always blurred out, because a lot of people were not blurring out the kids at first. Josh has a ton of videos of people's children that are not blurred. And even if they are blurred, it's still in your video and you're still talking about it. People know who the kids are. People know who the family is, so that it's still forever on the internet. Whether or not Alicia should have posted it doesn't matter. You control what you put on your channel. So it doesn't make it right for you to have that content up there forever. It's forever circulating the internet when you see it as so dangerous and problematic, when Alicia can easily take hers down if she wanted to. Do you get what I'm saying? So you cannot really say, well, she should remove all these old videos. At this point, it doesn't matter, because so many of you have shared it and clipped it and screen recorded it and have it all over the internet. And yes, you can argue that is the problem with uploading content like that, because other people are going to use it. But that doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right for those other people to spread that content about those kids around. Again, two things can be wrong at the same time, and two wrongs do not make a right. Those two things are like very important when it comes to these situations with the anti-mommy vloggers. You cannot put all the blame on Alicia so that you don't have to take any accountability for the content that you put on your channel. You are responsible for what you put out on the internet, and if you are a part of spreading private business about children, you are wrong too. And you don't have a right to tell Alicia to take her shit down. Because one, it's her content and her children. Okay? You are uploading other people's content and other people's children. Not the same thing. So you can't sit there and be like, she needs to take all this shit down. It's her content and her kids. You need to take all of your shit down about somebody else's children. Because everyone can post about their own kids if they want to. But it's not okay for you to spread shit about somebody else's child while claiming you're the righteous one. While claiming you're the morally superior one in the situation. That doesn't fly, guys. It doesn't fly. And it's one thing, this is another thing that people don't realize. It is one thing for a mother to get on her channel, share things about her children, bring awareness to certain special needs and diagnosis in a positive space to help other moms. It is an entirely different thing to re-upload that content and talk about it in a negative way. So because you're talking about this content in a negative way, you are the one who is worse for the children. Okay? And listen, at the end of the day, any drama and commentary could be bad for kids if it's about their parents. But the reason I'm saying this is because your community claims to put the kids first. That is why this is so hypocritical of you guys to say this kind of shit. If you're in a community that claims to put kids first, you cannot then make content that is worse for the parents' children than the content the parents put up themselves. You feel me? Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't jive. Like, that doesn't make any damn sense, you guys. Just the fact that you were bringing up these kids and their family and talking about it in a negative way makes you the one that is harmful to the children. And that's just the damn truth. And again, I'm so tired of hearing people say, Alicia put it out there. Alicia's fault. It's all Alicia's fault. She shouldn't have done it. That, my friends, is called victim blaming. And it is very prevalent in our society. I'll give you a little example. You know, the whole idea that if a woman walks outside in a short skirt and high heels and she ends up getting essayed, it is her fault because she should know better, right? She should know better than to leave the house dressed like that. What does she think's gonna happen? you guys have that same ideology, and I know it seems like an extreme example, but it is victim blaming. When you are blaming somebody for something horrible happening to them, and you are saying it's their fault that these bad things happen to them, you are then victim blaming. People who are claiming to care about kids and families and all this shit and they're righteous and morally superior are victim blaming and telling people they can't go out in short skirts or they're going to get assaulted. Sorry, that's what you guys are doing. You are more dangerous than any of these parents will ever be because you are pushing harmful, dangerous ideologies and you are giving an excuse to these nasty people to do bad things and justify it. So if you are going to victim blame people, you are giving all of these horrible people, the P's and the stalkers and all of this stuff, you are giving them an out, you are giving them an excuse and a justification for the horrible stuff they are doing, and it's not okay. Call them out. How about we start calling out the people who are doing the nasty shit and stop blaming the victims of the nasty shit? Just, some food for thought. Another thing I wanted to bring up is the TikTok thing. A lot of people are saying, it's not just Ammy Robinson mentioned it. It's not just Amy that mentioned it in her video. Oh, I see a lot of people saying it in the comments and everywhere. It's like, well, Alicia still has them on her TikTok. Listen, guys, I went to look at Alicia's TikTok. There is nothing personal in there in her recent TikToks. It's all just like dancing and surface level. I mean, the kids aren't even talking half the time. It's music. So, I mean, again, why are we nitpicking? If she is stopping oversharing medical info and the stuff that you guys are claiming you cared about, let's not nitpick her about putting the kids on TikTok. It's like at the end of the day, you don't have a right in the first place to tell her what to share about her kids. Alicia made the decision to stop sharing what she wanted to about the kids, and that is her decision and her decision alone. It is not up to any of us to tell her what she can and cannot share about her kids. I understand that she puts her life out there. I understand that she shares her kids sometimes, but that doesn't mean that we need to sit online all day and nitpick the crap out of every single thing that she does, and you're never going to be satisfied. It's just ridiculous. If she wants to put the kids in a damn TikTok, who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. There's a lot more important shit going on YouTube right now, clearly, than Alicia putting her kids in a TikTok with music and dancing. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like priorities, people. Priorities. Can we please get to and think about like the actual important issues going on online and stop worrying about the trivial bullshit that doesn't matter? It's just so exhausting. It is. Okay, moving on. So Alicia also left another comment on Aunty Lauren's page that I want to bring up and read. And I actually got this comment from Ammy Robinson's video. Again, her video will be linked down below. I really do enjoy her content, even though we don't have the same opinions on things. I do enjoy her, and I do think her channel has a place in the mommy vlogger commentary world. So if you do want to see different opinions on these issues, you can go check her out. Also, I will leave some other channels down below that is also covering a lot of these topics. Josh C has been doing a lot of live streams on this topic. He reacts to some of my videos and other people's videos. Subscribe to him. Abbadabbs just recently did an amazing video about what is going on and how she feels about it. A lot of people are. So I'll just put some stuff down below for you guys to go watch. Oh, I've also really been enjoying some of Cursed Eyes videos. Lollz has, there's just a ton. I'll just leave them down below. I don't want to forget anybody. I always feel bad. I'm like, oh, I forgot to mention this person. I can't mention everybody, but I will link as much stuff down below that I can. Okay, moving on. Okay, so Alicia says, I don't think she realizes her kids are watching her lie about me and slander me all over the internet, while I'm over here caring for them and trying to assure them that everything will be okay. Blank and the oldest son apologized to me for her behavior. Blank said, I don't know why she's doing this. If anything, she should be thanking you for everything you've done for us. I told her she does not need to apologize for her mom's actions and that she does need to concern herself with it. But when everyone is tagging them in these things, it's hard for them to ignore it. No child should ever have to feel responsible for their own parents' thoughts and actions. Okay, first of all, it makes me really sad to think and see that any child feels the need to apologize for their parents' actions. Kids should be able to be kids. They shouldn't have to worry about, parents and caregivers fighting and being at odds with each other. And a lot of kids who go through divorces deal with that with both parents. It's just a really sad situation because a lot of times the kids feel like they're in the middle and they feel like they need to diffuse and mediate things in order to give everybody in the situation peace. And that's really sad. Even if they are teenagers, they are still kids. They still should be able to just worry about nothing but, their friends and school and homework and all of that stuff. And it just sucks that these kids have been dragged into this over and over again. Sorry, my kids were calling me and I lost my place. Kids should not have to be dragged in this crap. Second of all, so I've seen some people saying that they don't believe Alicia should be speaking out now because now she's spilling things and information, and I completely understand that side. I do think she should be careful what she chooses to share just because in this whole situation she has always had it to her advantage that she has remained quiet and wasn't spilling anything personal from the children. But I do understand her wanting to make a statement. I'm not saying that she shouldn't, especially the comment she left on Cursed Eyes thing. I think that was really good that she spoke up finally and said what she did. I just think moving forward that she should just be careful what is said, because everything can be used against everybody in the situation. So on both sides, everyone should start being more careful what they say publicly. That's all. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, I'll do my best to keep you updated on all the crazy circus freak show shit going on YouTube. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.